everyone, welcome back. I hope that your week is going good so far. So today we are in Matthew still, and we're going to be looking at Matthew 11, verses 28 through 30. And in this chapter, Jesus is talking about the kingdom. And in this particular section, he is talking about rest for the soul. So let's go ahead and dive in. So Matthew 11, 28 through 30 says, "Come to me, all you who are weary and burdened, and I will give you rest. Take my yoke upon you and learn from me, for I am gentle and humble in heart, and you will find rest for your souls. For my yoke is easy and my burden is light." So this is Jesus talking. And for those of you that don't know what a yoke is a heavy wooden harness that fits over the shoulders of an ox or oxen. It is attached to a piece of equipment the oxen are pulling. So a lot of the times it was attached to either like a plow or to a carriage or wagon. So a person may be carrying heavy burdens of sin, excessive demands of religious leaders, oppression and persecution, or weariness in the search for God. I know for me personally, my burdens are a lot about what happened to me in my past and like forgiving the people and what they did to me, and also forgiving myself, because I blame myself for a lot of things that wasn't my fault. But we all have burdens and we all have things that we have to deal with, and things that if we give over to the Lord would be just so much easier. And I'm going through that right now where I'm trying to allow myself to set everything at God's feet and not pick it back up. And I think that's the hardest thing, is putting it down and not picking it back up. So Jesus frees people from all these burdens. The rest that Jesus promises is love, healing, and peace with God, not the end of all labor. A relationship with God changes meaningless, worrisome toil into spiritual productivity and purpose. So God doesn't promise that you're not going to work anymore, that you're not going to sin, or you're not going to have sins, or things like that. He doesn't promise that all that's going to go away. He doesn't promise that persecution's going to go away. Matter of fact, he tells you that you will be persecuted because he was persecuted. And basically it's saying that he loves us and he wants to give us peace, but he wants us to learn through our circumstances. He's not going to take everything away, because otherwise we're not going to be able to learn anything. And we still live in a sinful world surrounded by sinful people. We are sinful people. And so he says he's going to turn all of that into good for him. He's going to use whatever situation you have been in or you're in, he's going to use that for his good. And he's going to use it to show others his love through you. You're going to be a light to this world in this time, or even in the future. He's going to use you and your story to spread his love to others who desperately need it. And a lot of people don't realize that you can be a missionary in where you are. In your family, in your school, even at church. There are people that say they're Christians but really aren't. You can be a light and a missionary wherever you are. You don't have to go to a different country. You don't have to travel. Just remember that God loves you and he wants to show his love for everybody through you. He wants to use you as a light in this darkness. So tomorrow we'll be back in Matthew and talking about God's love and how we see that. So yeah. Love you guys, and I'll see you tomorrow.